You have both a muscle memory as the actor who's back in the same studio a lot of times with the same people. That does go back. I mean, the first time I recorded on Studio B in Disney was 1991, so that's even farther then, because the movie came out 24 years ago, but we began working on it about 4 years prior to that. There is, in every line, there is some sort of cognizant memory of the emotional beat that either precluded it or matched it in all the past films. I would say certainly by the time we got to the third one, there was a real gestalt bond between all of the characters, and we're talking about toys that are reacting to one another, as well as the distance that Woody himself went in order to be the leader, in order to keep them all together, in order to get into Bonnie's room. Before that, in order to service Andy, in order to be that great relationship that a toy has with a kid, and to come back to it and be put through some brand of different sort of emotional paces that are not just because of the circumstances that we're in, but also because, I mean, the reunion with Bo alone is like, well, this is like something out of classic cinema, and we're talking about a cloth wooden, plastic cowboy and a porcelain figurine. It ends up being much more tactile and tangible than you would think. They are always having a video camera just for a reference of it, and you can move your arms, and you end up achieving, like, there is a posture kind of thing that you could go on, and sometimes you have to lock it down and hold the pencil, and other times you have to let it go and move around quite a bit. It ends up becoming it's a mental exercise that it's a bit of a tightrope that you walk, because if you have it, you're right there, and yet you're not there. You're in the actual moment. But if you lose it, you become very much aware of the acoustics of the stage and where the mic is and whether or not, and where we have become used to, I won't speak for everybody, we have become used to the requirements of the job, which is to be standing stock still, not being able to move off mic, doing versions of the lines, trying to not just deliver, but to find individual different interpretations of phrases and beats and moments that do resonate over the course of all the films. It's an acquired and practiced trade, I think, that we've all been through as actors who are no longer to move around very much, but have to stand and speak clearly on a microphone. The last, I'm going to say 3 recording sessions I had, because it was the emotional part of the movie, and it was also coming towards what might be the end of all the Toy Stories. I asked to have my back to I switch it around. Usually you face the team and you face the booth, and I didn't want to make any eye contact with anybody. I needed to get there and not see anything, so I had my back to them. They reversed it, and it ended up helping a lot, so much so I wish I had done that earlier on in some of the films, just because there were less obstacles in order to getting to the emotional place that you have to get to.